there, signs of Aquarius. This is Kim, here to do your reading for your next 48 hours. Hope you're doing really well today. Hope it's as pretty where you are as it is here. Gorgeous. So, turning to the journey of the sacred bee. We're going to get some messages from that and we'll clarify. And as always, well, I've already burned a little bit of sage, but I like to invite your spirit team and your angels to join us. These messages are meant to resonate on a high level with you. I do offer private readings if you're interested. They're very similar, or the layout is very similar to the readings that I do for you all. Just tapping into your energy would make it a little bit different. So this is for the collective of Aquarius. It can be general messages. Usually it's going to mean a few different things for different people. The Four of Cups. Well, that's, you know, I always think of this card as like after you've taken the time to go within and kind of think about what you would like or something like that. Ooh, nice. Or the next like experience you're looking forward to. Maybe doing something completely different. So there's like still major change and transformation going on. Yay, that is so good. So good. Okay, I love it. This is big stuff because when you get major arcanas all over your reading like that, you have a lot of big things happening. Interesting, you got a Four of Cups reverse, and then in the past energy here, you got Four of Swords in reverse. I think those two almost go together. I'm going to put this like right here because I think that the message is for those to be together. 4-4 means that there's something about your path that you've got right. And it might not feel like it in the past here with them being in the reverse. Things are, you know, usually in the reverse, things are just kind of a little off. So a little bit different. Not always off, but the Queen of Discs being in the reverse either means you're doing different things or you know, handling things differently regarding home finances or business, home business, or it is about using your resources well, but also everyone else is around you too is using resources well. You could have a personality type around you that's kind of like, what do I say? Like, well, it would suggest that things should be a certain way. And I'm not so sure, like, that energy is like not so compassionate feeling. So they could be anybody, but you could feel like this person's not very warm or compassionate. The Four of Swords reverse here in the past, I don't know why I even glossed over that, but it is kind of representing that there is this healing that is ongoing. I feel like it has to do with this change and transformation going on with you. Also, of course, there's always that death and the rebirth, right? So this death card in the reverse is like when you're still part of a process, continually changing, transforming. And there might be something that has... like when one door closes, another door opens. So there's something that's you're still experiencing on the same journey of change and of transformation. The challenge I would say is dealing with a situation from the past. Because the Ace of Wands here is your challenge. It's in reverse, so I feel like we can comfortably say that's from the past. It was something that seemed really hopeful, I guess, or like a new start that seemed really like it was going to be something really good. Now, at the heart of the matter, I feel like you're getting good news because that is the heart of the matter card. So it says swiftness. When the heart has the Eight of Wands, also it could be Cupid's arrow kind of hitting you. And so it could be communication to the heart or of the heart, from the heart, communication. So it could be something like that. The Five of Disc is in the reverse. It's great because this is like when you take your worries and you just throw them into the air because something has turned out well. So it's like, lo and behold, everything, something either turned around, flipped around, but it fixed a worry, whether it be a health worry or financial concern. It helped that, or it helped take care of that, help pull you out of some kind of hardship. And that is actually what's occurring right now in this current change and transformation. It's a really good feeling of fitting into. So I don't know, whatever you're doing or whoever you're around at this time, this might be indicating just really feeling like you fit in or have a group or something like that. Wow. So the Hermit is your card. I feel like you're finding out a lot of information about who you are, doing maybe your own research into just why you feel the way you do, why you're, not why necessarily as much as like the journey that you're on, paying attention to that journey that only you experience. Everyone has that Hermit inside them. And finding your light. You're finding what makes you shine. It has something to do with a big completion here in the future, but there is something to complete this, or to complete this, to put kind of like a closing. Maybe it's talking about needing to close, like a closing cost or something. Future. The Seven of Wands is the hope. It's either hope or fear, but I think it's probably the hope, because it is standing your ground and knowing exactly how you feel about whatever it is that you're passionate about. But it is about standing your ground. The Devil and the Hanged One are your outcome. Both of those energies together, major arcanas too, are making me feel like hanging around and having the ability to be really planned or to be very strategic regarding something, regarding a perception or something like that. The Devil card can sometimes mean a temptation is here, and perhaps while you're hanging in there waiting around for something, there might be some like temptation. And of course I mean the things like our addictions. Temptation could also be could be a Virgo or Capricorn, maybe that is considered, not good for you, but you get drawn to that person. Could be that too. That's interesting, especially with the Eight of Wands, you know what I mean? So it is good news. And that's interesting. There's 8 lines there, 8 of Wands here. So I'm seeing the 8 again. Prosperity, abundance. Tell me about the Queen of Disc, since it's in the reverse. Oh, you could be the temptation to somebody. You could be somebody's thorn in their side. You could be this Queen of Disc in the reverse that's being tempted by a past person, perhaps. Queen of Disc, give us more information, please. The Two of Cups in the reverse. Whatever that is a partnership that just either it just didn't work out, or it was always hard to find harmony within this partnership. So you can have Cancer, Gemini, or Capricorn here too. So what are the 8 of Wands? What's the 8 of Wands here? really good news coming your way. And also, the heart of the matter, things are going to start moving faster for you. Oh, well, there's a completion. There's a completion. So there's some kind of news or message of what I feel like what needs to be done, or what is going to be happening in order to have this big completion. It feels like a huge journey. You could really be wanting to get this news of like, okay, I want to travel. And this could be about a lot of travel opening up to you with the world. I could get that right now, this travel energy. It feels like there's something that's going to bring you a completion to something from the past, because then we have the world, right? All right, tell me more. Tell me about the Ace of Wands as a challenge. The Hermit in reverse. So after this partnership didn't work out, then the first thing is like, well, eventually, after some healing, which has probably still occurring, right? Probably still healing. The challenge would be, you know, hey, can you get yourself back out there? Can you start dating again? Can you open yourself up? There is also a challenge with the Hermit in reverse, of the challenge of when you realize that you can't find the things outside of ourselves to make things complete all the time. So you are, you know, going within. But I think that this really has to do with like something happening that is still healing. It might have you kind of like being to yourself a little bit more. Five of Disc in the reverse. Five of Disc in the reverse. And there is the Fool energy. So I think that, you know, with the Hermit, this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like you need a lot of time to consider that, yes, there could be a new journey to look forward to here. But are you going to be able to trust again? And I think that this is about, the Hermit in reverse is about being able to trust maybe others. But this new journey stems from you trusting yourself. And the Fool is like, it's like, are you ready for this new journey? Are you ready for this completion? Ooh, because it's a total reinvention of yourself. Because you're completely gone from something that was painful, or completely left that kind of in the dust. It's a complete reinvention of self that that involves everything, kind of transformation of everything. Like money, health, and everything. And I usually see that as things getting better. These are the two cards that if you have them, you kind of want them to be in the reverse like that. So tell me about the World. Why is the World in reverse? There's still a completion regarding a person that is supposed to come through for you. It's, again, Virgo. Gosh, you got a lot of Virgo energy in your reading. Again, Virgo, but not just that. There could be a delay to a completion. It's like something will wrap up, but there is some sort of delay. Something's taking longer than it maybe would have or should have. But at the essence, underneath everything, it's about the rebuilding. All right, so a delay is what I'm going to go with that. Tell me more about the Devil and the Hanged One up there. Tell me more about the Devil and the Hanged One. Whoa. Whoa. The Devil and the Hanged One. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this is like careful consideration to what you've been investing in thus far. There is something about the truth or the clarity that's kind of needed. There's a need to really listen to yourself. Maybe not necessarily withdrawn, but there is a need to listen to yourself and how you feel about whatever investment this is. Patience. There's some clarity needed on the patience or truth regarding patience and timing. So what about the devil energy? Because there's 2 cards for patience now. The 8 of Swords. So that really the devil energy is, if it's with the 8 of Swords, then it's saying that devil energy can make you feel more restricted or confined than you actually are. It can use like emotions like guilt or shame or something like that to help to stop you from having more freedom with your mind or how you feel. Or you know, that energy would be like you should feel a certain way towards something, but if it keeps you restricted or if it keeps you bound here, just know that you can wiggle through whatever that devil energy is there. All right, so that's what I got. Gosh, 16 minutes. So I'm going to pull from the Angel Answers deck for you. Sometimes it's a yes or no answer. Not all the time, though. I do have private readings available. I don't know if I even mentioned that. They're only $16, so check out that in the description box, and you can find out how to get those. Or get that. All right. Take action, but there's a delay of some sort because of that Knight of Pentacles. I can say that that's probably why that's there. Communication, and then here we go, forgiveness. Communication and forgiveness. Interesting. Okay, and some fairy dust, and then we'll close out the reading with that for Aquarius. Creative. Life is a canvas for you to use. Paint all the colors of the happy moods. And support. There is always help around. If you ask, it can be found. So that's what I've got for you all. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.